Oh, I didn't. Look at the splash screen. There we go. That's enough of that. Okay, good morning. I forgot to start with the splash screen. I'm slack. Jeez, I had it ready, but then of course I clicked off it, didn't I? Just checking something else. Ah, yeah. Always so many buttons to press. Jerry, how you doing?
Good morning. I don't have any buttons to press. I just have to click cancel.
All right, yep. We are live, yes. Again, Mr. Shafty, how you doing, Mr. Shafty? Yeah, we're not going to go into any reason how he managed to get that name, of course. This is Thailand, but it is YouTube. And of course, floating around the background there, on and off, will be our personal troll, Mr. Trolls.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, there he is.
Good morning.
He's shy, that's all.
I only come out for karaoke.
Yeah, and he comes out for karaoke. It's probably because his girl's running around the background in lingerie or something, and so don't want to shock people. But yeah, okay, so yeah, here we are, Saturday morning as usual. We'll give people a few minutes to get here so that we don't miss anything. Mark in Thailand, g'day Mark. And of course, David was floating around there a little bit earlier. Got a few things we're going to talk about today. Not something more on the light-hearted side of Thailand. There's so much shit going on at the moment. Let's try to sort of see if we can have a positive spin on Thailand at the moment. Anyway, I
Well, the
suppose.
thing is, we still live here, and it's still good.
No, it is, but people don't realise the people who live here are having a fucking ball of a time. Um, Other people are coming over here thinking they can just be
Jackasses.
jackasses. Yeah, I know. I was just looking for the right word there. That was a perfect one.
I
Yes.
didn't want to get older.
Excuse me. I'm still getting my coffee down. It's all good. Ah, yes. I have a bit of a viral infection earlier this week. Sort of sore throat on Thursday, and I got a bit of cough on Friday. Today the cough is still there, but it's much lower down, so it's you know not that tickle in the larynx. That you want to you want to stick your hand down your throat and scratch it. Uh,
When I get an allergy attack, that's what happens to me. It just gets stuck in here, and it doesn't want to come out.
mm. Hugh, Hugh. It's from high school, and my GT Falcon that used to snap the uni joints in the tail shaft, and I could swap both out in 15 minutes. Really? Hey, sorry. Okay. I think he's probably tried to type something to somewhere else. He's in the wrong chat screen. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Trying to work out the context. Swapping ball joints out. Yeah. Sorry, but remember the Mini? God, they're doing the sort of the constant velocity joints, swapping those things out. That was a job and a half. Uh, yep. I had a nice little Mini Miner when I was in my reckless years. 1310. Three-quarter race in a cab shaft that are um, finely balanced, and blueprinted, cylinder head, cylinder, bodies, and, forged pistons, the whole thing. That thing used to get up and fly. I remember going along we had our expressway going north out of where I live. We were coming back after a night in Gosford there, and so I'm on the expressway. Like there's a 110 km/h speed limit, which is like 65, 70 mile an hour or something. That's the speed limit. So I'm sort of sitting there doing effectively 80 mile an hour. So I'm a little bit over the speed limit. And this 5.8 litre sort of what they call Falcon. What was it model? One of them. GT Falcon, with the blue and the white with blue stripes on it. It's the standard colour code. Anyhow, he pulls up beside me when we're doing 80. He looks at me and I look at him and I just okay, put the foot down and I start to accelerate from 80 mile an hour. Right, the Falcon didn't quite know how to take that, so he pulls up again, and we're sort of, we're just nosing backwards and forwards. Oz wanker, g'day Oz wanker. Yeah, nosing backwards and forwards up to the Mini, like the 1100 Mini. Or was it the Leyland Mini? It wasn't one of the Cooper Minis. The Leyland Mini had the 1310 motor in it, but the speedometer has a pin at the 100 mile an hour. The needle won't go any further, right? And the needle it's sitting there 100 mile an hour. And the needle won't. I could tell from the RPMs that I was doing about maybe 110 mile an hour in the Mini, and the Falcon has no idea what was going on there. But anyway, he finally pulls up again beside me, and then he just takes off. I was doing about 8,000 RPM top gear. I wasn't going to go and blow my motor up just for the sake of a feather in your cap. But they do have longer legs at that speed. But I've also driven that thing through the city, and nothing could touch it. Bit like your car there, Trolls.
Yeah, it's enough to get you in trouble.
Yeah. But
In and out of
What are
trouble.
you driving?
Subaru.
I have a Subaru, an old GC8, the two-door, the Colin McRae special they call it.
Say a Supra or a Subaru?
Subaru.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got about
The
500 horsepower.
WR6?
That's the WRX STI. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rally spec. Yeah.
Well,
I've driven it.
yeah, we are planning to get in that car and doing a special video.
Yeah.
We're
just,
going
give me
to
a couple
put
months.
Shania in a nice low cut thing, cameras on the dash, right, when he's going to give it the 3.5G acceleration.
I told my wife just put they got the 4-point harness, so they just put the harness just to cover your nipples just enough, and then
we'll get 1 million views on that one. Don't worry.
clickbait.
Clickbait. Oh my god! But yeah, so yeah. Wait, how many G's will it pull? And if you do a good takeoff, 3.5, 4G.
It'll get to 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. So it's 2 point something. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. Sonia's not going to know what to do with that car. She's going to go white. But anyway, that's a plan for
dear life. She's going to hold on like this.
Well, she's going to be ploused into the seat. She won't be able to hold on to nothing,
Yeah. It's a bucket seat, so you just hold on to the sides and you just kind of brace yourself.
All right, you guys will appreciate this. I'll give you two quick stories because they're a lot longer. When I was 17 and 18, I worked on and built a 65 box Nova.
Oh, yeah.
Glass doors, glass fenders, glass hood, 327, 12.5 to 1 pistons, 518 crane cam, 202 fuelies, 850 Holly double pumper, hooker fender well headed. I spent, my friend helped me, spent 1.5 years on this, including in shop class. I blew it up in my garage. Did
you get to enjoy it though?
No, I never got it.
Oh, gee.
All right, so because I'm a dumb 18, 19-year-old, I see a 63 Nova for sale, all souped up, raised up high in the front and the back, 327, a little smaller cam, 202 fuelies, blah, blah, blah. I'm driving on the freeway. I'm going to a park to try to find something to smoke for New Year's Eve. I don't know what that was. It's raining out on the Northern State Parkway. I'm in the right lane going about 40 miles an hour. I decide for some reason I want to go in the left lane. I slowly start going over, very, very nice, not riding fast. I hydroplaned right into the divider of the highway, hit the divider, hopped over on the hood, went flying on the hood, upside down in a 63 souped up Nova. I got out of the passenger side into the highway. I came around. I'm in the middle of the divider, in the 3 lanes on each side. I'm in the middle, and I'm yanking on the door to get my friend out. Steve, I can't get you out. He comes walking around the way I did. Right after that, a big old Oldsmobile clobbered the middle divider of the highway, just wasted his car. Then, to the left of me, a priest comes up. He stopped
Priest.
on the highway, and he said, "Are you guys okay?" No, maybe we're dead. And I realized, no, we're okay. Yep, Father, we're good, thank you. 2.5 hours later, they finally popped the car over and was able to tow it away. Not one bit of traffic moved on the highway for over 2 hours.
I like how the priest is. That is perfect.
Last rites, you know.
Freaking unbelievable.
Uh,
I hit some oil in the street because it was raining, and I just hydroplaned right over. Hit the divider, popped over, went on the hood for a while. Luckily, we were alive. Not one car was coming when we were hydroplaning across the 2 lanes to T-bone us. Just completely lucky.
yeah.
And I'm still here today.
Anyway,
66 years.
David did ask, do you get allergy attacks in Thailand? I do in America, but not here. Jerry,
Yeah, so that-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Occasionally I do. I get it right in the same place, right in the throat.
What are you allergic to here?
No
Just
idea.
the-
I didn't know
no
what I
idea.
was allergic to in the U.S. I just took
Oh.
the pills when it happened.
I
I'd
used
be
to
in
have to
meetings-
take medicine
I'd be in
every
business
day.
meetings and my throat would go crazy and I'd be coughing and I'd have to leave the meeting to calm it down
Huh.
and then go back. And it was a little embarrassing back in Nashville, Tennessee, that the allergies were pretty bad there.
Yeah, I was allergic to dust, and I lived in Arizona, which is a terrible place for dust.
Mm.
And then when I
Right.
came to Thailand, I'm because I think it's because the moisture's in the air, so there's not much like the dust that I was allergic to in Arizona is not really prevalent here, so I'm okay here. But yeah, dry weather with dust, I'm terrible. My eyes and my hands are swollen, and
Yep, the eyes get real itchy.
Yeah, Robert says I had a 64 Pontiac GTO running a 454 Chevy block. Yep.
oh,
Also had a 69 SS Camira 454,
Camaro.
which ran 9.3 second quarter mile and another 95 mile an hour. Yes, it was also running direct port and direct port nitrous.
nitrous.
He
Yeah.
sounds like a bad boy. That one.
Yeah, that one's the. There, go pick
I
up
had a
the
69. I had a 69 Camaro that got totaled down in front of my house.
Mm.
Then I had a 73 Carmen Ghia that got totaled down in front of my house. So I went to a Toyota at that point.
Mm. Yep. Boys and their toys back in the day. God, if I'd only just, instead of, I wish I'd been investing my money rather than
Yeah.
spending it on
Yeah.
cars back in that
Same.
day. Jesus
I
Christ.
can't stop it.
You still can't stop. At least I stopped when I got married, because I had a family to support. But yeah.
I stick to the old cars. They're cheaper here. I mean, like, I blew my transmission up 2 years ago, and guess how much it cost me to fix it? And this is an RA spec transmission from Subaru. 7,000 baht installed. I'm like, come on, man. Like, with the center diff and everything, like, it's 7,000 baht installed. Okay.
That's
Take
crazy.
my money. Yeah. It's because the floods here, right? So the waters get up. So I was ripping it on the expressway, and it started to rain, and as I come down from the expressway in Bang Na, the waters are up, and then as soon as I hit that water, it just cracks the case, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I didn't know, I didn't have a temperature gauge for my transmission at the time, and yeah, I was just
Ouch.
being young and dumb, but yeah, 7,000 baht. I was like, okay, cool. I can afford to do that like once a year. It's no big deal.
2 Holly 1050 street dominators. Oh my God.
Oh, geez, that's an expensive freaking computer. Yeah, I have a standalone in my Subaru too.
That's why that's why I was broke when I was young. Yes, so that's why I always was broke. Always building motors and doing this, doing that. Can't wait to get my Ram in a few weeks. Time I already had a bigger supercharger sitting there. Okay.
Yeah, I always, as a kid, I always waited for tax return season so I can dump all that money back into my car.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got a few people chatting away there, but articles. Well, Songkran in Chiang Mai to be more special this year. Well, especially, I think the pollution is going to be one of the biggest specials, isn't it?
It ain't going to be good.
they hit the top. I think number 2 slot in the worst ppm levels in the last week or couple of weeks. Um,
It's going to depend on if they stop burning or not, and how much more burning they need to do.
mm. You had something to say about the burning, didn't you, Charles? What's going on
Yeah,
there?
yeah. No, I mean Chiang Mai. Because I just bought that little house in Chiang Mai that I plan
Hmm.
on moving to, and it's for 40 days a year. They got that pollution, but it is the worst in the world when it is burning season,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
uh, and they've outlawed it. But people still come and burn because it's the easiest way to put fertilizer back into the ground and redo the crops. But
Yeah.
they're cracking down hard on it. So they're making an example of these people that are running around with the little lighters and lighting stuff on fire, and hopefully that cuts it down. But I mean they've been saying that for years. But
They've also,
I just
I think I read somewhere they've opened up like a hotline where you can report
oh, okay,
burning as
interesting.
well. I
All
saw that
right,
somewhere.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
but if it's just a rice field that's dry, I mean, by the time you call that, it's lit and it's carbon's back into the atmosphere kind of thing. But
so they're saying their festival with the 7th of April through to the 17th in northern provinces to
okay,
help preserve the local lunar culture and celebrate the city's 728th anniversary.
such a
Wow.
I love Chiang Mai so much. It's
Yeah.
just such a great, and the food there. I don't know, for some reason, like it just tastes like they have all the herbs and plants in the back. So they like whenever you eat the food, I don't know. For me, it just tasted like, oh, this is fresh. This is a different
Hmm.
a level than Bangkok.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, we get that out this way as well when
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
yeah. As long as you get away from the city center, I think you're yeah. I always I told people on Reddit, I was like, whenever they're comparing like they're saying how Bangkok, Thailand's not that great. I'm like, Thailand doesn't start until you go 2 hours in any direction of Bangkok. Once that's where Thailand really starts. I was like,
Oh, Mark, but it was street registered, front wheel, 15 by 3 inch road, yeah, 15 by 16, with the Mackie Thompson tyres and the short and,
oh
oh
jeez,
yeah,
yeah.
geez, car talk, okay. Um, yeah, car talk.
You got a lot of gearheads in your.
Yeah, we got a few gearheads anyway, however, he expects them to start making reservations as Songkran draws closer. He believes Thais will fill 3 to 4 star and smaller hotels, and is
Oh, that's awesome.
confident that 60% of the hotel rooms will be occupied. Province police are preparing 1,500 officers to ensure the safety of people in Chiang Mai City area, while 3,000 officers will take care of the entire province. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
then,
mean,
yeah.
it's the housing market is booming there. They have lots of subdivisions. A lot of these houses
Mm.
that are like 2 million baht, like the one that I bought is just 2 million baht, 2 million baht to 5 million baht, and a lot of remote workers are just getting out of Bangkok to go live that
Yeah.
slow lifestyle.
I look
How
as
big is
go.
2 million baht? Sorry,
Oh, I got so 67th along Wa, which is like a little less than a third of an acre, and the house is about 200 square meters, a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
Mm.
for 2 million baht,
Yeah, 1.9 is what I paid for it. Yeah.
60,000 US
Yeah,
roughly.
a truck. Yeah, a new pickup truck.
Wow,
Yeah, so I bought
wow.
that, and it's brand new. It's got the aluminum roof, whatever, with the styrofoam on the inside, and it's built well. And yeah, it
It's
came with the.
in a Muban, is it? So you got
Yeah, it's in a small Muban that doesn't have a sub like a what's it called, homeowners association. So you could literally knock the walls down, build a freaking 2-story
mm,
house if you wanted to. But there's 10 houses that are the same in this little subdivision. It's usually foreigners who go there. They can't buy land, but what they can do is they can make like a little subdivision thing, and
mm,
they can own the house because the rest of it will be owned by Thai. So it's like
mm.
kind of like the same rules as a condo. As long as
Ah,
51% is owned by Thai, you can own that. So he technically doesn't own the land. He just owns the house that's on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so you get a 50 year,
that's
50 by
yeah,
50
yeah.
long term lease or something,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
and he was like a real estate, like a developer. He's retired already, but he just wanted to get out of the condo life and have a little house. And
Mm.
yeah, so he's my neighbor actually. So cool little guy.
that's pretty cool.
Yep. There's a house there. I'll send you the link later. But there's a couple houses. Let me see here. I'll just post a picture of it. My wife sent me the houses that are for sale in Mumbai.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to stick that?
I put in the same thing. Here, you can pull that picture up. That's that PNG file. So my house is number 5, which is sold.
Okay.
And there's a couple houses that are still for sale. That tells you that.
Okay, so we got. Oh, there we go. So that one there, is it?
Yeah. So those are the prices. That was the prices in January too. So he's having a harder time selling these last few.
But they're fully built, yes.
They're fully built. Let me get you just a picture of the house.
The blue thing, that's your car too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's his brew.
Yeah.
It's in the Discord, yeah. Oh, you don't know how to do. I haven't taught you how to do that.
Yeah.
I almost bought the WRX, but not the STI. Before I bought
it's a great car. It was a good daily driver until I put the twin disc clutch in it. Now it's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Robert says you can also use a user funct to ensure you can't be kicked off the land. You still don't own it, but your name appears on the Chan note as well.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the deed of the house.
This is Robert. That's our personal AI. He knows everything about Thailand. We don't need an AI. We have Robert. He knows everything.
So they look like that.
Where are we going to?
That's in the Discord.
There we go.
That's what the houses look like. They look like that, and yeah, 2 million baht. That's
quite
not
nice.
bad.
Not looking bad. Doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not for that price. It's awesome.
Nah, yeah.
So we're going to have an influx, or we're going to have an exodus, and we're all going to move to Chiang Mai, are we?
Well, this I'm keeping the
party.
Yeah, I'm keeping the condo here because that way I have something to visit when I come into town. But as soon as the burning season's over, I'll be probably staying based out of Chiang Mai mostly. Yeah,
this is actually I do talk about this little houses, alluding to what I'm trying to get Shania involved in now, is to, like the Moo Barn that's got built up the end of our road here, they've now got a sales office, and I'd like to go there and do some bit of a walkthrough and show people what's being developed out this area. But again, Shania's got ahead in other spaces at the moment. We've got Songkran coming up and everything else, but it's one of the things we want to do. We want to do more house tours. People liked when we were doing our house hunting, they liked those videos, so they liked to see what we were getting, and we were looking for buying, or but again, I wasn't buying, but I've got to do some more research in that. But if we get Shania involved in it, so that she can sort of spruik it first, we can come and make the video, make sure that it's all above board, and you never know, she might get a few kickbacks from it. You never know.
No, it works like that. It really does. Just the lead to buy the house, or the lead to the next agent to buy the house. You can get split commissions and stuff. And so my wife did it because you have potential for 2 parts of commission, which is the introducer and the closer. So my wife introduced, or my wife was the introducer to her sister, which was the closer, and the owner is the one that pays all the fees. So.
Shafty was asking how much 2 million in 2,000,000 in Australian dollars, 84,000.
So that's not bad, huh?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
It's 55,500 right now, based on US 36 baht to the dollar.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's a car.
Our dollars jumped up a couple of points recently, and actually they'd got 23.8 earlier this week, but back to 23.6. Again, that was the week I was normally doing my transfer. I got it at 23.5. I thought I'll snap that up at 23.5, but didn't think it was going to go any higher. As soon as I did the transfer, it went up 3 points. Fuck you, Jesus! Well, 3 points. That's 1,000 baht.
That's a lot.
You got to think about that. Always, this next, when you're on a budget, an extra 1,000 always goes as, it's another dress for Shania. We did the market walkthrough, and nobody super chatted that, to buy the dress and buy her outfit for her. That came out of my pocket, slackers. Anyway, she did the modelling. I didn't show you actually putting the shorts on, but that's one of the things with those markets. There's no privacy when you come to try this stuff on. Anyway, moving right along, moving right along. Stay afloat in turbulent markets. The operator of the Chao Princess Cruises remains nimble through unique partnerships and customer attentiveness. We've done one of these cruises. I think they're really quite nice, and the food's great on the river. You know, it goes for about 3 hours. Usually about 900 baht per head, isn't it? Something like that. But they took a bit of a hit through the COVID period. This year, the company hopes to recover 80% of its customers served in 2019, which aligns with the tourism authorities' forecasting. Enduring the worst, TriStar Floating Restaurants was formed in 1990. The Chao Princess offers most cruises with 8 boats in the fleet and a carrying capacity of 150 to 450 passengers, operated by more than 300 staff. They're a big operation, and they do a pretty good job. Anyway, I don't want to sort of labour on too many of these things, but yes, they're looking at different new partnerships, new challenges. They are obviously doing the right thing, you know, spruiking new people to come in. Is it? We are lucky the exchange rates don't affect us all. Yes, apparently Australia gained a small bit. Yeah, they did. Maybe if I buy 3 of them and live in one and rent 2 out. Well, I think the rental problem, Shafty, is the fact that you're getting people to rent. You know, like long-term rentals is what you want. But you know, basically you get max exodus for the wanna tries Thailand, Chiang Mai. They come about, you know, one part of the year, and they sort of get their long-term rental, and then they decide to bail out. You know, when the pollution starts, you get this max exodus. You know, from January through to you know, April. Yeah, nothing worse than having a rental property sort of sitting there vacant and doing nothing. Yeah, better off renting property out in Australia, but then of course you've still got to deal with the tenants remotely, which can be a prop challenge. But I suppose you can then write off, you know, your backwards and forwards flights to, you know, once a year as business related. Anyway, a word of warning. Obviously, the gold hit a new high this week as well, 37,000 baht or something. So there also ministry addresses rash of fake gold. So yeah, people are now buying gold because it's, you know, or you know, whatever they do with gold, put it in their teeth or something. But yeah, there has been a spate of counterfeit operations going on. You know, just because it glitters like gold doesn't necessarily mean it's gold. They're just going on making sure that you're aware of the fact that there are, you know, registered, you know, gold traders who have, you know, a reputation to uphold, versus, you know, the stuff you'll see on the streets, you know, and you can see a lot of the stuff on the streets.
You gotta be. It's you know, what's interesting about Thai, like the gold, is a lot of the wealthy people, they don't actually keep a lot of baht in their, you know, a lot of money in the banks, because the banks are only insured to only 1 million baht.
Yeah.
So every account you open is only insured to 1 million baht. A lot of these wealthier people have, you know, safety deposit box or whatever with just gold bars in them.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier this week, weren't we? That's why I put it up here.
Yeah. It's interesting. Very interesting. I don't feel safe enough in my Mubon to keep a gold bar in my house, but
yeah, like I built it like one of my Imperion buildings. I'd put the fucking safe right at the bottom, 30 feet under the ground, you know, with sentry guns, you know.
Yeah, my friend has a little what is it? One of those shipping containers built into the ground. He had his house built, and then he had them come in and dig a hole for a shipping container, and they poured cement around it, and then he has a little vault in his office downstairs. Pretty neat.
It goes on to say, Mr. Uno said, sellers who do not display the product's price could be fined up to 10,000 baht. Selling products at an unreasonably high price or hoarding products could result in a 7-year prison term or 140,000 baht fine. Using uncertified scales could result in jail terms of up to 6 months or 20,000 baht fine, while tampering with scales could result in a 7-year sentence. It's fairly heavily regulated, but make sure you look for their certificates of authenticity and things like that if you're going to be buying gold. Bangkok Post has we were talking about this before we started as well. Let's just check the chat. Dildo Baggings, how you doing? Good morning all. Finally caught the live stream for a while. Good to have you along. We have built a safe concreted in, sort of Robert's got his on top of that, no problem. I sold up and invested in a great scheme buying into a bridge in Sydney. Oh, did you? Is that steel or platinum or what? And what brother of bridge did you buy this time? I thought, how many times they sold the Harbour Bridge? I don't know. Once I sell in New South Wales looking for WA for investment property. Investment properties are a way to go. And of course, I don't know what they're going to be doing about the negative gearing and stuff at how's that going to play out? They've been playing on that market recently. Yak Lama, good morning. The Labor Bridge, yeah. You both, good morning all. All the old, the usuals are coming back. Where have they been for the last few weeks? Todd's back up in Bangkok again, so he's missed the stream again today. More medical stuff he's checking on. And just to say, like, this medical stuff, it's nothing serious. It's just an ongoing thing that he has to deal with. Once he sorts out the underlying cause, he should be right as rain again. He's just had a few things to deal with back in Australia as well, which is just, sometimes you wonder, what am I doing here in Thailand? If I was only just in Australia, I could sort this shit out and then be done with it, But yeah. I can see you're a real bridge, Mark. Talk later. Okay, good on you. So the digital wallet scheme. So there's only got one more thing to go through now, what you were saying before. Is that right? One more legislation to pass?
Yeah. So they just got they just need the royal stamp of approval now. And that's the whole, I think like 50 million Thais are eligible for this digital wallet that the government's going to put 10,000 baht in, which is like a 10 billion whatever.
Yeah, 50 million people aged 16 and older will each receive 10,000 baht, which is about 40.
No. Between the ages of 16 and up.
Yeah,
so you have to be 16 and up.
16 and older, I said, yeah.
Yeah, 60. I thought I said 60. Okay,
yeah, no, 16 and older. 10,000 baht,
Crazy.
Which is about $450 or so, $460 Australian or something like that. Funds.
That's the average wage of 1 month. So.
Yeah.
About.
The funds are designated for use within the district, that's what's caused most of the hold-ups, because so many people live and work in Bangkok, but their ID cards are actually in a different province. So when they get the app, they actually have to go home to spend the money. And then of course you've got to weigh up, well, I've got to go home now, I've got to leave my job,
Yeah.
I've got to go home to spend the money, which is, given to you.
Songkran's going to be awesome next year.
Funds are project estimate cost 500 billion baht, likely financed through the issue of loan bills to the finance ministry. Digital wallet scheme has been delayed for several months as it is vetted, with opposition parties arguing issuance of loan bills may conflict with the State Fiscal and Financial Discipline Act. But I think they got over those little hurdles. Some sort of.
Yeah.
So you both are. I am embarrassed. I only found out the difference between money and fiat
currency. Yeah.
Well, there is no money. It's all fiat currency now.
It's all fiat. Yeah, all fiat and digital currency.
You trust it. Again, people say, the Bitcoin. I said,
That's
honest.
Trust, though.
If I could go out to the local girl on the corner of our Moo Barn and get some Isan sausage there and scan it and pay for it with Bitcoin, just like that, well, I'd be using Bitcoin. Right? But Bitcoin can only do about 300 transactions a minute. Right? you can't use it as a payment scheme. It's an investment system. The infrastructure that runs Bitcoin just doesn't have the like a credit card or a banking app that can do 50,000 transactions a minute. Whereas this is why in my opinion, that's why Bitcoin will never take off. There will be other coins that will actually address this issue, right, which will be backed by Bitcoin maybe, but yeah.
I think Bitcoin's it's gonna be a forefront for sure. But I mean, if you look at the fiat currency of U.S. dollars right now, the U.S. wants to go to war. Gold prices are up, stocks are up. Like nothing makes sense.
Yeah. So since they got off the gold standard, we lost when it got off the gold standard in the 70s, which was a bit of a shame. But again, Bitcoin's now holding that gold, thing because it's easy to trade. They can't release limit it. I think you were saying bringing gold. You can't bring gold into Thailand.
Not easy. You can bring it out though.
Yeah, you can bring it. Yeah, you can take it out. You can't bring it in.
I think you can wear it in.
You can wear it in.
That's what my mom does. So whenever my dad cuts her allowance back, she wears a couple bracelets, comes in and cashes them out, and she's got money for the month.
Yeah. What was the next one we had here? So, okay, Thailand's shift to sustainable protein through edible insects. Now, I did a video like 5 years ago challenging every vlogger in Thailand to come up and do a fucking bug eating video, and actually, no, I did it. I ate the bugs on camera. Seriously, they taste like dirt, and I really don't think, I stopped eating.
Some of them are all right. Some of them are all right. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for a beer.
You do it for a beer. You need the beer to wash it down.
Yeah. The ones that are bad are the giant locusts, the big old ones with that you gotta. I didn't know that you're supposed to peel the wings and stuff off.
Really? Just eating the abdomen.
Because if you peel the wings, because I ate it whole and I was like, man, it feels like I'm eating a Lego. Like it's just a bunch of plastic inside here.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, no, he's laughing at me and he's like, he takes off the wings and he eats the. I was like, oh, okay. So at least you get the part that's saturated in the soy sauce at least. Not too bad.
Yeah, you can spend it anywhere you're both, but you can't use it to buy sausage just out in the local street. So I can't take it into 7-Eleven and buy a coffee. So it forms no function for me whatsoever. My money's invested, and I'm happy with the stuff. The age-old investment where a company strives to do well, right? Posts their dividendal returns, and then I get paid, right? Paid on the hard labour of companies that are striving to be better, right? Whereas there's absolutely no foundation apart from the goodwill in Bitcoin. It serves no other function apart from a money transfer system, right? You've got to have faith in the product. And when the thing bounces between $50,000 and $80,000, in a month, seriously, no. I will stick with my 7.5% interest on my index funds. It's all right.
That's pretty good. That's happy. I would be happy too.
Well, actually, one fund's only down to about 8.5%, but one of the portfolios, I'm going to sell that. But the other ones are doing quite well. They didn't do well, 4 years ago and 2 years ago when the market dipped. When you do the high risk portfolios, high rewards, but there's higher risk. When the market, when the freaking world goes crazy with pretend viruses and shit like that, then what can you do? Anyway, was it you both? The BTC up to 126 in the last year? Yeah, it was about knowing when. That's right. It's like horse racing, which is all I put it down to. Coca-Cola controls the value of the dollar more than any. Yes, I know, doesn't it? Anyway, Thailand shifts to the sustainable protein. I've eaten the bugs, Maybe the vendor, the local market vendor, didn't have a good flavouring on hers.
I like that. I did it on Khasan Road, so.
I do it again with somebody who knows, right? So I can, so you can get that baseline of good,
Oh,
right?
okay,
You
okay,
know,
interesting, interesting.
because seriously, the stuff I've seen in the markets, it all looks the same. They got the silkworms and everything else. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the Thailand, the fascination with edible with edible insects extends beyond simple curiosity. It embodies a seamless integration of tradition, innovation, and sustainability. The country's markets and dining establishments showcased a wide variety of insects, including bamboo caterpillars, crickets, and ant eggs, appealing to both culinary adventurers and proponents of sustainable food sources. This culinary endeavour represents a compelling investigation to alternative protein sources. Yeah, Mum loves the bugs.
I'm thinking like if you make like those mealworms and you cut them up really nice, you can make lob like that, and it would probably be pretty good.
Well, I found something in the local Big C freezer. There's actually you can get these lard balls, but they're totally organic. There's no actual pork in them at all.
Oh wow! And how do they taste good?
Oh, they taste great.
Oh,
They're,
amazing! All right, I'm
but
curious.
they're like lard moo, right? That has
Yeah,
they're like this is obviously a freezer item, so
yeah.
it's not as really punchy as lard moo,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
it's still quite yummy. It's got that all those different flavors at once. They really are good. I could go down and show you the freezer packet, but yeah, have a look at it is one of those organic products. It's in the organic section of the freezer, but they're called
Huh,
lard
huh, huh.
balls. They really are really quite nice.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's not insects, but um, this article goes on the overview of edible insects in Thailand.
Crickets,
Yeah,
grasshoppers.
I don't
Yeah,
know
those
what
are those are it. That's it. That big old thing, that cockroach-looking thing. You got to pull the wings and stuff off of them.
you've got to pull the wings off. Oh,
Yeah.
right,
See,
yeah.
that's just the abdomen by itself. Okay, okay. So yeah, okay. So I didn't know that. I just ate it whole, and it was terrible.
Well, I've had these wormy things
Oh,
here.
those are good. I like
Well,
those.
they just tasted like dirt dipped in
Like,
oil. Um,
your mine were fried, so they were like more like Cheetos, like crispy, like
were they?
crisps. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like there was just air inside them. There wasn't
No,
anything really just.
they were airy
Oh,
inside, but
okay. Oh, okay.
they weren't crispy. They were sort of a little bit
Uh,
rubbery texture. What were the
oh
other
my,
ones I
yeah.
had? Of course, we did the crickets.
See, I'm
Um,
curious to try the green ones, like the ones that aren't fried. Like if you can
and
put that in lob or something, like a lob seasoning, lime juice, fish sauce, you're pretty sure you'd be able to make it taste all right.
and these ones here are the silkworms, I think they call them.
Oh, and
No,
those are supposed to be really, really gushy.
yeah, well, yes, you have to have
We're hitting some trigger points.
you need a beer to wash it down with. That's the thing,
Yeah.
seriously. Um,
Deep fried rat. That is one thing I have not tried, and that's like a very Isan thing. And I have not tried deep fried rat. I'm a little scared of that one.
it reminds me, what was that? Arnold, no, was it that
Is it?
movie?
Uh,
Movie for
I had.
the one that he down in the bowels of the city and he Ratburger. Yeah, what was that one? Demolition
uh,
Man. Yes.
Demolition Man. Okay,
Yeah.
sound like yeah, it's Super Mario or something. But yeah, rat. I haven't tried rat. I did eat frog legs yesterday. That's normal now. That's normalized. But rat though, that is I don't know. If it was from the country, I'd probably be okay. But if it was from Bangkok, definitely not eating that one.
Yeah, Glover, a question. Why is Jerry in a room full of mushrooms? Did I miss something? He's just cruising, man. He's just cruising. That's just where his head is right now.
See the rats in Thailand and Bangkok look like cats, by the way.
Too many silkworms make you fart. There we go. We got the AI has told us don't eat too many of the silkworm because they make you fart a lot. Okay, that might be just the beer afterwards. I don't know. Crickets, mealworms, grasshoppers.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I don't know why they've used AI art in these. People really. What's wrong with assembly? I suppose it takes seconds to form a picture with AI, whereas to actually put all those bugs and then get the yeah. Professional photography is going out the door. They'll just replace it with all the AI stuff now. Um, Exploring the realm of edible insects, sustainability of edible insect consumption. Yeah, like there's lots of evidence to say the fact that the protein is actually better for you, but unless of course I can grind it in a paste and actually has some flavour to it that doesn't taste like dirt, I think I'll just be sticking to my lab mule. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to do the insect, well, look, if you know where, like, if I when I come in next Friday, will you be
Yeah,
available somewhere we can go and have a look at?
let's do it.
Let's do something. We'll do
Let's
bug
do
eating.
bug eating. That would be awesome.
Um,
I know you
Yeah,
can get them at the night market.
so exciting.
Andrew, you'll be finding something else to do. Is that what you're telling us?
Bug
Yeah,
eating. Maybe
Italian
maybe bug eating before we go do karaoke.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Well,
well,
next week is my birthday week, so I'm gonna have to do
Oh.
something.
next
Okay, we
week's
can have-
birthday week next week, is it? Okay, good. What was this one? Yeah, TAP partners with Big C to launch shopping campaign for tourists, offering perks for discounts under Thai Lucky Landing. Yeah, I've just registered for it, so let me just go to the actual link again so I can post it for people.
So they say Chinatown. Let's see here. Where else can we find bugs?
There's the English
Council,
version. I put that up in there. Yeah, don't forget to register. Get your gifts. It's so that the campsite aims to offer even more amazing travel experiences in Thailand for foreign visitors, while stimulating Thais and expats to travel more to emerging secondary destinations. This will ensure that the tourism benefits are better distributed across the breadth and depth of the entire kingdom. Right, so you don't forget to register, for that and get your, I think it was claim your discounts and everything else. I don't see an app for it, so I registered. I don't see an app to download, so I'm not quite sure how it's being run. I do have the Big C app on my phone, but it's registered under, our Big C app's registered under Shanya's name, so I'll have to probably just maybe look at something else.
All right.
But anyway,
Okay.
but yeah, so check it out. Yep.
All right. So at the lot fi train market. That's where we'll go. We'll go do some bug eating there.
Okay, I've been meaning to go to the train. That's Rotfire train market.
Sinakalin, yeah, the one that I live nearby.
Because that closed during COVID, didn't it? They closed it all down.
No, they were like half closed.
Mhm.
A lot of restaurants went out of business, but little stalls were up. That's what.
So is that a nighttime thing we're going to do? Is sort of
Yeah, like an evening,
Okay.
like let's just say like 5 p.m. or so about that. But then that's when all the vendors start opening up.
No, I'm sort of noticing that the GoPro seems to do a better night shot than the
Yeah.
Sony. That's all. So know which camera to take with me. Okay, we'll try to organise that for next Friday. Okay. Big Sur, my rewards. Yes, that's okay. Okay. Scorching heat and thunderstorms ahead for Thailand, warns the Thailand Meteorology Department. We had a big downpour on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? No, it was Tuesday night, Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
We had it Wednesday here.
Wednesday morning. Yeah, I know. Woke me up at 6 a.m. So I couldn't get to sleep because it was quite loud. But by the time we got out, it was just petering off to very light spatters, and people were riding without without their anoraks over their motorcycles. So it was only a little bit of water around. But yeah, we decided to eat in. We went to Seacom Bangkay, so that's the video for Sunday. While I talk about retirement in Thailand, early retirement, that was the topic of discussion. Keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, forecast a mix of scorching heat and thunderstorms over the next 7 days, warning of potential heavy downpours affecting 30% of the area. The forecast spanning until March 27 indicates that the westerly wind from Myanmar will pass through the northern and northeastern regions, as well as upper Laos today from March 22nd. During this period, the northern region will experience thunderstorms. Yes. So we've got rainy season in the middle of summer. Yep. All good. So keep an eye out for the thing. I noticed I saw some Twitter tweets, or X tweets on Wednesday. The floods in Pattaya. There was flooded streets in Pattaya.
Yep.
So.
On the rain.
Bring on the rain, yeah. Is it making?
Plaza. I just got a note. It says much of Bangkok is going dark from 8:30 to 9:30 tonight in observance of Earth Hour. You want to see if you can pull that up, see what that's
I did
about?
actually have a link to that, but I thought, yeah, how many people like? I turn my lights off all the time. I'm not turning my computer screens off. Okay.
I'll be at a Mexican dinner when that happens.
Uh-huh. Yes, Earth Hour tonight, 8:30 to 9:30. I did have that link up there, but I sort of probably everybody knows about Earth Hour, and we don't need to harbour labour on that one. And I won't be turning my air conditioner off. I'm sorry. That goes off for nobody. Um, we have the heat here, no rain. I was looking at I got a special map, of course, which shows me the rain sources. Weather radar, is that the one? Yeah, live weather map. I was looking at this on Wednesday, and I could swear that I saw big clouds over the Char Arm area around here. Seriously, big clouds. You mean it didn't actually drop any on Wednesday for you, Mark? Robert? Jesus. See, Todd's not been keeping up with his end of the bargain, He's been too preoccupied with other stuff. The rain god has let us down. Anyway, so keep an eye out. Watch out for flooded roads. That's usually the biggest problem we get. There's the water on the roads and stuff like that. COVID was the best Earth Hour. It still didn't work out. I know. Tell me about it. What was the last one I got here? Thailand. Yeah, this is the one that you brought up, Charles. Thailand automakers are offering staff up to 8 months bonus for a year. The survey by, I'm not even going to try to say that name, found the large automakers are offering bonuses of several months' pay plus special allowances in line with sales growth. The first 10 months saw 698,000 vehicles sold in Thailand, up 71% from the same period last year. Automakers are offering the following bonuses. Isuzu Motors, 8-month bonus plus special allowance of 27,000 baht. Toyota, Thailand, 7.5 month bonus, plus special allowance of 34,000 baht allowances to mark the 60th anniversary of 16,000 of 16,000 baht.
An extra little stipend.
Honda Automobile. So basically, what it is, this is what people working for these companies got paid as a bonus. Is that what they're saying?
Correct. Yeah. So my wife was saying that these motor companies are making like 17 whatever percent a year now. They're doing really well, and that they're offering these as the bonuses for every staff. So it was even from the maid to the highest people, they're getting these bonuses based on their salary. So if they make 10,000 baht a month, they get 80,000 baht a month plus this little extra 27,000 baht just as a special. So it's pretty. That's awesome.
It is awesome when you start to think about it. Yeah. Also found that the major suppliers of parts and automobiles are also paying their workers higher bonuses. Dentsu, 7.4 month bonus and 32,000. Yokohama Tire Manufacturing, 5-month bonus plus special allowances.
Yeah.
Major industry manufacturers have also followed suit. Daikin Industries.
That's the air conditioning and stuff. Yeah, that's cool.
7.2%. Thai Union Pacific. Who are they?
I don't know. Let's see.
Thai Union Group. Not
I'll
quite
look it up. Thai Union. That's a credit card company.
Right.
It's a food industry, and it's on the Dow Jones too.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's a food industry. Thai Union.
Right.
Sustainability, innovation, and food. Yeah.
These are the other bonuses. Oakwood residents, 9,000 baht. Ibis Bangkok, 15,000 baht.
Yeah. Cool.
New Southland Bangkok.
Oh wow. Okay.
Pullman Bangkok, 22,000 baht.
Oh, that's used to be the Sheraton.
Mm-hmm.
Pullman Bangkok.
Good bonuses for everybody this year. That'll pump some Thais back into a new tax group, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Could be challenging.
That's for sure. Yeah, maybe that's the whole idea.
Move them into the higher tax brackets. Australian Grand Prix tomorrow, is it? Okay. Cloudy but no rain here. So I heard that Mark Todd sent me a pic. Grand Prix, Robert Groves. No, mate, we'll watch on TV now. I don't get any free tickets. I've turned into a tight ass. Yeah, well, if you want to retire, you gotta skimp and save here, and there, everywhere. Really, when you start to think about it, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, I suppose the paper grows on trees, but
Fiat currency grows on trees.
yeah, fiat currency grows on trees. Um, yeah, I always think when the catastrophe happens with Bitcoin, right? Well, no, not with the global meltdown, which is the EMP bombs that'll wipe out all the computing systems. What happens to Bitcoin then? Where does it go?
You better keep that flash drive.
Well, when the infrastructure that grinds the numbers, when the EMP hits, what happens?
Oh yeah. Well, the data will still be there probably. It'll probably be somewhere.
It'll be the first thing that gets hit. That's for certain. When shit push comes to shove, that's what they take out is the power systems.
It's the blockchain.
Power systems, and of course the compute behind it and everything else. This will be the least of your worries, and when that shit happens, but yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah,
At least we're in a food belt here. We still have availability of food, although we'll be probably eating rice. How we use an ATM, exactly. I know. We'll worry about that when the shit hits the fan. Okay.
Yeah, I will resell my glorified map reading skills.
Yep, I'll start tinkering with motors again and get things up and running.
Yeah, my dad's got an old CJ5. That's what he keeps as his doomsday car. He's like, yeah, I only need a fuse and a couple wires, and that thing works.
How will you pump the gas? Exactly. Yeah, there are hand pumps. You go out west, they still get the 44-gallon drums with the handle pumps on them. I know I had to fill up with one of those once.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go up to get the snow and bring it back down to have ice.
Yeah, as long as his beer is still cold, he doesn't care. Well, there will be a global winter, so yeah, the beer will be very cold. Exactly how many people will be making beer, the old-fashioned way, that's going to be an interesting one.
It'll be mead by then.
Mead.
Mango meads.
Oh no, there'll be plenty of Sukhothai whiskey, I'm sure.
Durian moonshine.
Durian moonshine. Anyway, we're wrapping up for the last couple of minutes here, guys. I think my battery in my watch must need a bit of a top up. Starting to lose a minute since the last time I set it. That means that my battery's on its way out. It's probably been about 2 years since I put a battery in that thing. But anyway.
Oh, my dad is definitely prepping for something.
Yeah, well, that doomsday prepping, I think, is a big thing in the States, isn't it?
Oh, I gotta say though, like whenever I go back home though to my parents' house in Arizona, my dad's got a freeze dryer, and man, dude, I used to bring bottles of hot sauce over, but now I can stick six bottles in a Ziploc bag, and it barely weighs anything, and then all I do is come over here, and it's Louisiana hot sauce that I like, right? So we get that buffalo sauce. I just add water to it, stir it around, and bam, I got my hot sauce.
Really?
I was like, yeah. And my dad made split pea soup, and we put that in the freeze dryer. And I was just hungry and too lazy to go out, and I cracked one of those bags open. I was like, wow, just dump water in there, and there you go. And I was like, and it weighs nothing. So I had a whole suitcase just filled of these Ziploc bags of these freeze dried stuff. And I mean, I brought Jimmy Dean's maple sausage. I had 10 pounds of it.
Yeah.
10 pounds that shrunk down into like half the weight or something. And that was for Cody, because Cody was just really wanted maple Jimmy Dean's, and now he's making biscuits and gravy and stuff.
Yeah, preparing is just common sense now. I think it's crazy how crazy things are now in the West.
Yeah, the West is a little weird.
Well, everybody's, we're at,
Peanut butter,
we're at
$6 a jar.
I think we're at 23:59 and 57 seconds on the doomsday clock at the moment. Some, it's the highest it's ever been ever since they started doing the calculating of the doomsday event.
It's just crazy though. Like peanut butter is $6 a jar. I mean, all you gotta do is buy peanuts and smash it up, right? I mean, put it in the blender and you got peanut butter. Like how can it be $6 a jar for Jiffy's peanut butter?
Well, there are higher costs going on around the world. Like we've got the problem with the Suez Canal. We can't get the shipping through the Suez Canal at the moment. They're taking a long way around, adding 2 to 3 weeks to shipping times. And we got a problem on the Panama Canal as well now. Basically, the global what they call world temperature systems. Basically, there's been no rain because the Panama Canal is fed by fresh water, because it is actually a drinking source, and they haven't had the fresh water, so they've almost halved the amount of boats through the Panama Canal on a daily basis, and they're sort of saying that's even going to go lower. You can pay little bribes to get ahead of the queue, but yeah, shipping companies are going long haul. And adding 2 to 3 weeks to their shipping costs and everything else. This is part of what's going on at the moment. Thailand's obviously got a little a project on the burner at the moment to do the land bridge across from east to west. I think it's a great idea, but whether it's viable, it's hard to sort of say. What happens is they put all your eggs in one basket. There's only one lane through, from India to Japan, or that route, and that's through past Singapore, and that gets that strait gets quite congested with boats at the moment. The best canal to travel through is the Far Canal. Okay.
Far Lid Canal, or is that Blue Canal? Far as in sea far, or far as in lid? Far Canal. Far Canal.
Yeah, Oswanka, yeah.
Is it? It's not Thai.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He's just saying food prices in Thailand are fairly stable.
Yeah, that was me. But yeah, I like how
is that you? I was saying, is that you? Is it?
Yeah, ASU, Arizona State University.
Oh yeah, okay.
My old days.
You just got me confused because you're trolls. You need to change the name to trolls.
I was just replying to the
trolls wanker.
Yeah, the guy that lives an hour away from Gaza. He says he feels safer anywhere in the West, and I was saying a lot, man. Stay safe out there.
Fair enough. Okay. But anyway, we are at our 1 hour mark. We've got a few people chatting away there. So we're going to wrap this up. If I could press all the right buttons this time, that'd be helpful. Where is my closing screen? We haven't got Stephen Nine here to tell us to go closing anything. Anyway, thanks for joining us in. Hopefully we'll have Todd back next week. One of the challenges has been dealt with in Australia. The second challenge is still working on it. Third challenge is still working on it. So things are starting to brighten up. But again, until he gets this medical procedure done, then his head's just not in the game at the moment. Hasn't even been playing games. Poor lad. He really likes his games too. Anyway, we're out of here. We'll see you next week. We're going to switch over to Twitch now and play some actual real games.
Yep. Now it's time to game.
Gaming time. Closing screen. Peace out, guys. Have a good day, and see you next week.
See ya.
Good done.
Got a lot of interaction on that one. Yeah, I think I'll take some more videos.